Hey everyone, we're going to be drawing a landscape today, and when you draw the outside land, you are creating a landscape. I only have time to show you one of mine, but you can look for inspiration everywhere outside, or you can Google landscape images, and I'll be sure to show you some in class if you're watching at Dickinson East. Regardless of what your landscape has, it needs to have a division between the sky and the land, so we're going to add a horizon line. It can be up here, it can be down low, it can be in the middle, wherever you want to start the ground. You can make a straight line, a wavy line, a zigzag line. Just kind of imagine what your landscape is like. Are there hills? Are there mountains? If you want to add some mountains to the back, use kind of a zigzag line. In fact, you can add a smaller zigzag to the mountain caps to create ice caps where the glaciers are. What else could I put for my landscape? You can create anything that you would see outside, like a tree. I like to add the trunk, and then a V, and then I add a bumpy line. I try to make that imperfect too, and add small broken bumps for the leaves, and then small broken straight lines for the texture on the bark. You could add a cabin in the woods if your picture is in the mountains. Sometimes I add a rectangle, sometimes I make a trapezoid roof or a triangle roof. I'm imagining that this is a nice cozy little cottage with a chimney out in the wild. What a nice place to visit. What else could be in the land in your landscape? Well, you could add some more hills by creating a more wavy line. If you want to have a lake or a pond or a river, you could add that too. I can use my wavy lines for some of the waves in the water. A simple fish is to create a round shape and then go out and in, out and in. I like my fish to have a dot eye and a little smile, but you can add a little fin on top. You can add zigzags on the ground to make it look like grass. And then I think my landscape is needing a couple little flowers as well. I'm going to make them extra big on the bottom to show that they're up close. Oops, I made a little mistake. You know what? I just got an idea though. I didn't mean to make that line there, but I think if I add one to all my flower petals, then it's going to look like I did that on purpose. I could add some medium-shaped flowers to the middle of my ground to show that they get a little further away. I can add little tiny flowers in the background because they're super far away and hard to see. Let's talk about the sky. I'm going to add some clouds to my sky, making some little bumps and some big bumps, having some overlapping. Sometimes the landscape will continue off the page and you might just see the bottom of a cloud peeking. Sometimes you might see some clouds behind the mountains also. And last but not least, I think I'm going to add a little sun. Let's make this abstract or cartoon-like. When I look in the sky or see a picture of the sun, I don't actually see these lines radiating out from it, but sometimes it can make it fun to have that on your picture. All right, I'm going to be coloring this with crayons, keeping in mind that I used to color just the top of the sky blue, but then I really looked at some landscape photos and noticed that the blue comes all the way down. Of course, if you want to pick a dark blue or purple sky, if the sun is rising or setting, you could add pinks and oranges to your sky. And since this is art class, if you wanted a green sky, you should go for it. If you wanted a purple tree, why not? Hey, you could make pink grass if that's what you thought might look awesome. This is art class, so we make the picture just the way that we like it, no matter what. We don't worry too much about mistakes, but we always do our best. Let's see what this looks like when I finish coloring.